All right, good afternoon, Hellhounds. This is probably the biggest gathering that we've had since this whole COVID, since 2020. Let's just go there. So welcome. We have some special guests here today. So I'm just going to start off with some notes for this week before we get into the presentation for Sergeant Gaitan. So I'd like to start off with the virtual NCOA graduates that we had recently in the Squadron 821. We had Tech Sergeant Rogers and Tech Sergeant McCulloch. They went through the virtual, I think it was the first virtual NCO graduation for this class. So if you see them, congratulate them. Ask them about their experience because I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So see what happens there. Another one of our members, Staff Sergeant Sloan, he left for TAC B and he reached back to us to let us know that he completed the first stage of his training. So send him a little quick note and say congrats. He was the PT Slayer for all of us, and I'm sure you haven't forgot about that. Another thing is our last week we didn't have the Heritage Howl because everything with the fire evacuations that was going on. But I don't want to forget to congratulate our 8 Tech Sergeant selected promotees that we had. Sergeant Jesse Barstead, Stephen Hernandez, Adrian Jackson, Jonathan Cargis, Brandon McCoy, Benjamin Stover, Clarissa Taylor, and Randall Usher. Congratulations again on your promotion to Tech Sergeant, well earned, and good job. And last but least on my notes, I have Senior Master Sergeant Bell. His retirement is following this afternoon at 1300 at the GDRC. If you can, there are seats available. Come show your support and to him and his family. And at 1600 following after that, if you can make it, he's having a beer garden extravaganza, maybe I should say, at the Green River down in Winter. So if you can't make it there, please show up. Shirt, you got anything?
Yeah, just a few things. So we have 2 new additions to the Hellhound family. If you guys saw in the posts, Sergeant Boughton and Sergeant O'Neill, they had some babies. I don't know if we're calling them Hell Puppies or New Hellhounds. I'm not sure what the name is for them, but yeah, 2 new additions to the Hellhound family. Anybody who has issues with travel vouchers, if you have dependents, if you know that people are TDY and they're still dependents here, they're still working with travel vouchers, please have them come to me. We also have another POC at Finance who's answering phone calls throughout the whole week, so we can go ahead and close that out. And third, last howl that we had, I mentioned about mandatory PT. We went ahead and pushed that off to 6 September due to the air quality index. So the way that's going to look is the flights are going to post onto the PT channel, and flight leads the command will join as they see fit randomly to the flight PTs, but that's not going to start until 6 September due to the air quality index up. That's all I got. Thank you.
All right, so I got a few coins to give out. So first off, when I was at JRTC along with Carol Johnson and basically, almost everybody in the squadron, the folks that were left behind did a phenomenal job dealing with an evacuation and a wildfire that was like too close. I went to Pinay Adobe.
Fire?
Oh yeah. Doesn't know. Okay. It's okay. We're okay. Kids, I should think about that. So we went to Pinay Adobe and we looked how close it was, and I was like, that is too close. But being in Louisiana, knowing the team here was taking care of everyone, seeing everything happen on Slack, and I think our squadron was head and shoulders from any squadron I've had in the past in terms of being communicative and taking care of people and fessing up when we didn't know, and being able to push those questions to Colonel Wade and the 60th team to get answers back. I know Aaron and I talked on the phone, a handful of people, I don't see them all here. But I wanted to thank Lieutenant Hipsch, her first trial as the acting commander, and I think we gave her enough to make her not want to do that again for a while. I don't see her in the audience, but we'll give her a round of applause for Senior Airman Lackey. So he was like the only CSS person who was still here. He handled all of the many demands of reporting. As you know, going through COVID, the Air Force almost asks you for like every single bullet after you shoot it. Right now, what's the inventory number? Where did it go? So it is a lot, and he handled that very well. to include having to jump through hoops to get an appointment letter redone, to get ad hoc, to get people an app pass, and all kinds of stuff. And then the other, let's give him a round of applause. Taylor Spawn, Sergeant Taylor Spawn, also stepped up in that role. He's not even usually augmenting that position, but he was available and volunteered to help, so giving him a shout out. Bryant is here, so there's a couple things I'll say about Captain Bryant. So we had an Afghanistan tasking, as most of you know. The wildfire put us behind. If you didn't know, a bunch of the at the 60th, they called in air crews and they evacuated every single airplane on the ramp in less than 7 hours. So they said, no crew rest, I don't care what you're doing, if you're available, come in, fly this airplane away. So without airlift on station, we gave up the JTFPO alert early to the East Coast. And we also gave up, unfortunately, our Afghan tasking. But I will say, Sean Bryant stepped up, and basically the day before he was gonna fly out, probably in the chagrin of Rath and Murray, cut bait and stayed here and did the NPC and got everyone through a PDF line, medical, IMR, all that stuff, in addition to green. I don't think you know, when we say, like when Colonel Taylor used to say, and now Colonel Johnson said, like, stay green, when you're going through the list and you've got a tasking at hand, like it's like the heavens open and you hear like, oh, whenever you see that someone's green, like there's nothing going on with them, they can go out the door. So I appreciate all of you who were able to, give us a team. We were able to put together the Papa Delta teams, and even though we had to relinquish the tasking, Sean was old reliable back here. We left him high and dry, and he ran the show from here. And the other thing I was gonna say is, somewhere in all of this thrash of the fire, Colonel Wade was like, okay, so doomsday scenario, the base has to evacuate. What's the plan? Go. And I was like, at JRTC, busy, Hipsch is evacuating people. So I pushed it to Sean. I was like, doomsday plan, base has to evacuate, what do you think? Go. And the next time I called him was when that actually happened. So that night, maybe like 8 hours later, I saw the little thing come on, my text message that was like, all the bases evacuating. And I was like, Sean, what do you got? Fully expecting him to be like, oh, I didn't really take that seriously. I thought that was gonna be something I talk about tomorrow. Well, he had sent me a whole strategic plan to my email with many words. And the one thing that came through was that he was like, I have 15 hotel rooms right now. Like, it's in Lindsay's name, we were working this together, and the people that were freaking out, there was like, I finally got to my house after an hour of traffic, I need to go somewhere. We were able to say, go here, and know that you have a place to stay. I can't tell you how thankful I am. One, that that you stepped up, but you were here, and that you made yourself available. And I know Chelsea said, you basically called her every day and said, hey, I'm in ROM, I'm not doing anything, what do you need? So, this is for you. Appreciate that. Probably deserves like an achievement medal or something. We'll do 2 quick hails, unless we didn't embarrass you last week, did we? Lieutenant Smith? All right, come on up. Lieutenant Smith, Lieutenant Kim, come on up. And I don't see any other new faces that made their way up here. But we have 2 new officers to the team, and both maintenance, so filling in our 3 HMHC1s finally in terms of the UTC. Happy to have you. This is actually my first time meeting Kevin, so welcome to the squadron. Excited to have you here. I'll let you say a couple quick words about where you come from and background.
Sure. Hi, I'm Amanda Smith. I'm coming from Shaw Air Force Base. I'm a maintenance officer. I just came off of a deployment, and me and Kevin happened to see each other there. Background was with F-16s, but I'm happy and excited to learn more about heavies for sure, and what our role is here.
Yeah, welcome.
What's up, guys? Lieutenant Kim, maintenance. Obviously, I'm coming from Aviano Air Base, which is also F-16s. Don't really know much about the mission here, but I hear it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm really excited to work with you guys. Originally from Los Angeles, California, so whoop. Thank you, guys.
All right, we're gonna say farewell to Sergeant Gaitan today, so we'll get the formal portion out of the way, and then we'll roll into the farewell. That's you. I'll put you in front of the flag, but the hound is good too. All right, publish the order.
This is to certify that the Air Force Commendation Medal has been awarded to Staff Sergeant Abdul Rahman Gaitan for meritorious service from 7 August 2017 to 30 September 2020. Staff Sergeant Abdul Rahman Gaitan distinguished himself by meritorious service as non-commissioned officer in charge, Commander's Inspection Program, 821st Contingency Response Squadron, 821st Contingency Response Group, 621st Contingency Response Wing, Travis Air Force Base, California. During this period, Sergeant Gaitan supported the mobilization of 35 exercises and the scheduling of 97 global air mobility support system taskings, facilitating 324 missions and processing 466,000 tons of cargo, earning the group's Contingency Response Unit of the Year Award for 2018. Additionally, he led the squadron's self-assessment flight, overhauling the inspection process and correcting 57 discrepancies within 10 unit programs, garnering an excellent rating for each. His benchmark processes highlighted in the 2019 Wing Staff Assistance visit culminated in the commander's validation flight receiving the squadron's Team of the Year Award. Furthermore, he supported United States Southern Command operations by leading a joint inspection team of 48 members, certifying 116 tons of cargo and processing 18 special warfare operators, leading to the seizure of $586 million in illegal drugs. Finally, he created a standardized religious regular process utilized by both Air Force commanders and chaplains, guiding the approval of 22 requests across 5 major commands and 6 faiths, earning him the distinctive Roy Wilkins Renowned Service Award. The distinctive accomplishments of Sergeant Gaitan reflect credit upon himself and the United States Air Force.
But I'm so grateful that you brought your family today. I kind of just pegged, in passing yesterday in our out processing meeting, I was like, come to the Howl, let us say farewell to you. So, Heba, Abdullah, Omar, thanks so much. Hopefully we see more of you. I know he's gonna go away for a year, and you guys are gonna be, as military families do, a lot of sacrifice and commitment to take care of the family while he's gone. So hopefully we see more of you. You're always welcome to come by. Maria, thank you for being here. Thank you. I know he's a family man for sure, so we can say thanks enough for supporting him and his military career. I'm going to open up the floor, and if anybody wants to tell embarrassing stories of Sergeant Gaitan, now's the chance. Or if you want to say anything, now's your chance. Yeah, you guys never do embarrassing stories. That's the best part about it.
Sorry, no embarrassing stories. Just want to say it's been great working with you. Best of luck to you in the future. It's really fun sharing stories, some good stories, some bad stories. Thanks for the coffee, and yeah, we're gonna miss you around here. So best wishes to you.
CCB, you want to come up, present him with his going away flag with me? So Sergeant Gaitan, as requested, I created something custom for you in the style of a Fort Dog flag, but with the 821st patch instead of the Fort Dog face, because you operated well above what we would normally expect from Fort Dog. Your impact was felt far and wide across the squadron, across the group, across the wing. The things you did here during your time here we're well above you, and I appreciate that. I recognize that, and I hope this is. So it says, "Thank you for being the hero we need." You're a group of UDM, 4 flight scheduling, NCOIC of CCIP, but most importantly to me, SAPM Supreme. It also said on here, no false optimism, because when we're looking at things, it's important to look through clear eyes at the reality of the situation. So that's what I wanted to convey. But they cut it off when they made it, so I wrote it on the back. But I remember that you said that once. And,
The good old flag team.
And I liked what you said about that. So on behalf of CCB, There you are.
Thanks.
Thank you. No problem. Appreciate it.
We get-
You're on video. You don't need a picture. You're on video. You don't need a picture. That still is required.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Hey, I don't know, before you go, when I came to the squadron, I came here as a young senior NCO, and I became an assistant flight chief and sort of in charge of self-assessment program and CCIP, but I mean, you were the NCOIC. You were the one who knew exactly how everything should go, and I thank my lucky stars that when I was being mentored growing up, people said to me, listen to the people that are in the office. When you move offices, listen to the people that are already there, and just be quiet and take direction from the people that are already there. And I thank goodness that I listened to that advice, because I mean, this office wouldn't be nearly what it is. The programs that we built here are all thanks to you, and I'm just glad that I stayed out of your way and listened to your direction, and hopefully I'm able to maintain your legacy to some sort of degree. But I really thank you for being an example to me and for helping me become a better
Thanks. So I guess this is the time where I like to say a couple things. I'll try to keep it short. First and foremost, I really want to say thank you to Sergeant Noon. I have probably never had a supervisor that's cared as much as he has. It really speaks volumes to the person he is, the match sergeant he is, the human that he is. I hate to leave you. I wish you could follow me everywhere else. I mean, that's the kind of supervisor every airman dreams of having, honestly, in all honesty. CCV flight, thanks for, I guess, giving me the autonomy that I had to, I guess, spread my wings and do what I felt fit for the flight. It was a little weird at first, but I got used to it. But thanks a lot to the CCV flight for allowing me to try out the things that I thought we needed to do, especially from leadership. Moving along, the juice. Lieutenant Colonel Johnson. Real quick, we've only spent a little bit of time together, right? But I will forever remember you, and I wish we had more officers like you. In as quickly as I can. Colonel Johnson opened his door to me at a time that I was weak, and gave me a safe space to speak at, and really helped me out. And it was because he had previously shared some of his past experiences with mental health. And I really appreciate that. And I think if we have more officers like you, this conversation of mental health wouldn't be as taboo as it is. And I really appreciate you, giving me that safe space. Anytime that I needed it, I don't know what you would be working on, but if I needed to go in there 1 minute, it's like, nope, this human life is more important than what I have on my computer screen, and that's priceless. Chief G's not here, but if Chief G would be here, a man of few words, but with a lot of action. He was a great inspiration and role model to me. Something that everyone would like to see as a chief. Ma'am, Colonel Pierce too, but especially Colonel Lee. Thank you for literally almost everything. You have been an amazing commander. I speak volumes of my experience with you. I've shared it with you before. I really appreciate everything that you've done for me, all the doors that you've opened up for me. And then for everybody else, take advantage of what you have here at the CR. This is a very different opportunity. I've been able to do a lot of things for my personal life and for my career, whether it's language related or with my degree, whatever it may be. I've never seen a squadron that supports professional development like they do here. And just take advantage of that.
Excuse me. Fix the tacos. And then everybody else, thanks for making this the squadron that it is. I've never experienced anything like this before. It's truly a gem to be here. I know you guys hear it all the time, but you don't realize how much of a gem it is until it's time to leave, and you realize you're going like maybe back to the port world or something. But but I truly appreciate my time here, and if I missed anyone and thanking them, I apologize. But thank you to everybody. That's it.
All right, guys. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up.
Make sure you not that kind of show.
And the bell notifications for next week's Howl.